What's up, guys? So I've had the Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus for a little over 3 months now, and today I'm going to be talking about my experience with this device and whether or not I can recommend it to you if you're interested in picking this device up. So let's get started. Okay, so before I get started with the review, I just want to mention basically what this review is going to be about. It's just going to be my experience with this device. It's not going to go super technical into all the specs and stuff. It's just going to be my use case. So let's get started. Okay, so the first category I'm going to talk about is cameras. So the Galaxy S24 Plus has really great cameras, and in everyday use, I'm just going to put my phone here so I can put some photos up so you guys can see. In everyday use, it takes really great photos in like low light condition, and like even like if you're kind of pointing it kind of where it's practically pointing at the sun, it can still get really good photos that aren't overexposed, and it just looks really good and crisp quality photos. And then for the selfie camera, obviously we just have one selfie camera and like a hole punch cutout, and it takes really good photos too. But like I said, I'll put photos right here so you guys can see that. So for cameras, it's been a really great experience, and I'd say this is probably my second favorite phone for taking photos. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is just design and durability. So the Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus has a really great design with boxier corners, or sides, I guess you should say, with slightly rounded edges. So it makes this feel super premium and solid as I go to drop it. And also we have a matte rail, which actually makes it look super good and just feel way better. And of course, frosted Gorilla Glass Victus 2. I do wish that we had Gorilla Glass Victus armor on the Plus, but we don't get that this year. So I would at least recommend throwing on a screen protector, but that is not necessary. That's just something that I do. And yeah, so for design, it's a super comfortable device, and I feel like it's just the right size with it being able to be used easily with one hand. So it's super nice for like design and just its size. Oh yeah, and I have this in the marble gray color. Okay, and now for the display. So the Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus has a really nice display. It comes at a quad HD plus resolution. So let's go ahead and just check that out. Yeah, it comes at a quad HD plus resolution, and it's really nice, and I always have that set. And for battery life, like, it's fine, and it has a 2600 nits of peak brightness, so you can be seen in even the harshest of sunlight conditions. So that's super nice to have, just a really great display panel that just, it's really good. And as for like performance and stuff, I don't do a lot of gaming personally, but for like social media browsing and just stuff like that, it's definitely going to be a really good for performance and battery life too, which I'll talk about in just like a few minutes, actually like a minute. But yeah, so I do have like 2 games on here, as you can see. My Hotel, which is basically like you just have a hotel that you build and keep up with, so that's going to take a little while to load. And then Snake IO, which is kind of fun. I'm sure probably a lot of you have seen it. It's just you try to survive, I guess, in this world where there's a lot of snakes. But yeah, so for those, they're not super like intensive or like heavy demanding games, but they're definitely this device definitely has great power and can handle a lot of high tasks. And I will be having a battery test coming out so you guys can see that. And yeah, so as for battery, the Galaxy S24 Plus definitely has a great battery life. I'm able to get like 2 days of battery life out of this phone with pretty heavy consumption, or battery usage consumption, however you want to say that. So for battery life, it's definitely been really great. So overall, I can't really think of something that I don't like about the Galaxy S24 Plus. It's definitely a super nice phone with really solid cameras, like I mentioned, and just a great design. And for Galaxy AI, I'd say the feature that I use the most is circle to search, just to literally search anything that's on my display. And also I've used like the notes or like summarization for notes and translator, and just like basically all the AI features I use at least on a weekly basis. But circle to search, definitely I'm using multiple times a day. So yeah, with all that said, I can definitely recommend the Galaxy S24 Plus to you if you're interested in picking it up. It's definitely a super solid device with really good cameras, design, and just overall just a really great package. And I will leave a link to where you can buy this down in the description so you can check that out for yourself. It will be through Amazon. It's my affiliate link, so that'd be great if you could check that out. And like I said, thank you, or like I always say, I guess I should say. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing to my channel for more content on the Galaxy S24 Plus and Z Flip 5 and really any smartphone. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in my next one, and I'll see you then.